chatting and shit about music, and one thing led to another, and I graduated high school, and we're just like, you know what, let's start this band. Let's start writing music, and I had some Boss model of a little drum machine, and
when did you guys start playing real quick? When did the Condemned come to fruition?
Well, I'd say around 2004, 2005. Me and my former drummer, Forrest Stett, we graduated high school together. So
my first show at the Pound was Morbid Angel Deicide. They did a 2-night thing there, and that was it. I had heard Deicide before, but it really didn't set in the evil aspect of it until I saw Deicide.
Speaking of
live.
evil, that dog, dude.
And I was only
he was brutal.
You hear that? Those growls.
This
is gonna happen over and over again.
Oh, that's all good, dude. Hey, we are an animal-friendly podcast.
Which brings us to our first fan question, which is, Travis, how many animals do you have, and what are their names?
I'll plug our cat and dog, or cats and dogs Instagram. It's at Siblings in Fur.
Siblings in Fur.
We made an Instagram for them because they are stupid cute. We have a so this is Patty. She basically she's got an interesting story. One day this cat just walked in and literally walked into our lives, just walked into the door, and we're like, and my wife had already been playing with her and they're going to get in a fight. She had already been playing with her and trying to bring her, or get to know her and stuff. So we eventually
oh yeah.
See, dude, and that's Nomi. The mother abandoned it, and the kittens have just been living in this bush on their driveway, and she's like, yes, I'll take this, I'll take the cat, we'll find a home for him or whatever. So she brought him home, and he was obviously so damn cute. We kept him. He's a fucking terror. He's kind of a bastard.
Was that the constant territorial thing going between them?
Yes. So obviously, it's hard. It's kind of hard to introduce a cat to another cat's territory. They're very territorial animals. Mm-hmm. We ended up getting a dog between the time we got these two. To answer the question, long story short, Ona, Patty, and Nomi.
Was the dog kind of the equalizer of the group? Just kind of
yes. Actually, yes. And I wish she had been out here, because she totally would have. She gets all mad, and she's a cop. when we're at the dog park, she totally tries policing everybody else. It's fucking funny, man.
That's awesome.
She's totally
cool.
a cop. It's funny.
That dog is all cute. You know why you like that dog though?
Because he's small.
He's more like a cat.
Yeah.
He's a cat.
It's basically a cat that barks.
But guess what? He's a dog, though.
He's a fucking Rufus, dude.
Yeah.
His name is Rufus. He's a warrior.
No, he is cute. I love that dog.
I like that dog too, but it's very quiet and it doesn't move.
Yeah,
a lot.
not like
Rufus. What are you
That's why I like him.
That's
not quiet. He barks all the time.
That's not a dog. That's pretty much just a cat.
He's yawning.
He's on the podcast. Rufus.
Blah, blah, blah. We all end up together making weird tech death together at that time. We didn't know. That's the thing. You don't know what you're doing as you're doing it. And I didn't really contribute to the sound other than the monster.
What you just said, I gotta stop you right there. That right there, you don't know what you're doing while you're doing it is so exactly what I'm talking about here. You don't know
Totally.
when you're at this weird period where you're creating stuff that is influencing others. And it's little specks that are super important, and you don't know it when it's happening. You know it 10 years later.
It's like with
I
most
think
bands,
about that when I see
Seattle.
bands that are breaking. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that's a really good example. You think those bands had any idea that this stupid shit they were playing was gonna latch on, become an international sensation? No, probably not. They probably thought
Yeah.
that they fucking hated their parents and their lives and like doing drugs.
Exactly. I mean, that's pretty
True.
good on.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's when Trevor asked me, like, hey, you got any riffs? You got some riffs? Now, when Chuck asked me that, I was in write music for death mode. You know what I mean? I had just learned 4 of the new songs, so I knew the direction of the album, and I was very much thinking that. And we were jamming, so I was able to just pull something out of my butt and fit it in,
Yeah.
and just come up with something on the spot that worked.
He was like at Stanford Labs.
I got a
They're
cat
like
fight going on.
inventing the internet.
Guys,
The
I
cat
had
fight.
my
You
first cat fight on the
gotta show him the
podcast.
camera if you're gonna fucking
I
talk
will
about
do
the
it
cat
right
fight.
here.
I can't see him.
Dude, that's just a cat brawl right behind. That's my first one, dude. Thank you.
A cat. Oh, you had a cat brawl?
I remember going over to a friend's place and they had LimeWire. Do you remember LimeWire?
Oh yeah.
Downloading shit. You just download viruses and then maybe you download a song if you were lucky. Right? Downloaded Catacombs. And the same thing. Just listening to it over and over and being blown away and just having no idea what the drummer was doing, but it was the most intense sounding thing I'd ever heard. And, just getting chills every time you listen to it. And still to this day, when that song comes on, I'm just like, yeah!
yeah.
It's the nostalgia hit, and it's just like so good. This is not what I was expecting. It's just like, there's some albums like that. You just like, they just take you by surprise and nightmare.
Well,
So
the way that Anthony can understand it is I was at his auto shop today, and when he's working on cars, he has there's a cat fight behind me, by the way, which is badass.
Another camera.
It's not an actual fight. They're
Birdie
just
and
being
cat are
normal
getting
cats.
along?
They're just hissing, but it's cute. But
We're shapeshifters. That
I
actually.
mean, what does
within
Worm
the
think
sub-
about this? What does Worm think about all this? Oh. How old is Worm?
He's like 2.5.
Okay. Oh,
nice.
Jesus.
Yeah,
If you'd have said
he's a young
15,
boy.
I would have. Yeah, I would have.
No,
That's how
he's
cats just don't age.
He's on ripe. He's green.
Yeah.
The kids are bugging me about a pup, dude. That now that we got the house, they're like, "Where's the
cats are
dog?"
so much more easy to manage.
Oh yeah. Cats are the best. I bring this guy down to
Independent
California
animal.
with me when I go
Dogs
down.
are expensive. Aw.
Yeah, just put him in a
That's
book
awesome.
bag and stick him under a seat. And he's super chill, man. Like he's always just hanging out no matter what.
Yeah, he
like,
likes
it's, I mean, some cats like I hadn't looked at before this one, and it was just like a train wreck. Like it was crazy. Yeah, some cats just are bad seats. This one was like super aggressive and shit. Like this is like where I teach. So people will come in, and she would like attack, like just instantaneously, like attack, like vicious, dude, like draw blood. And like I don't know if she just like was brought up on death metal or something. It was just always around like these aggressive sounds, and that's how she just assumed she had to be or something. But it was terrible. I would never be able to travel with that cat, But this one, man, is like the chillest motherfucker.
That's right.
Yeah. I tried to give him drugs before I flew with him first, and there was no chance.
What kind of drugs?
The way you
just
said that,
general
it just made
drugs,
me
just
giggle.
like
I
He didn't
know.
need it. He didn't need it at all. He just like
After-
would just spit it out. Then he was like, "No, I'm gonna go on this fucking plane." I don't care. Yeah,
I just
And
was
it
giggling
didn't
because, like,
make a
what if
sound,
you
the
stopped?
entire flight?
What if you stopped that sentence? Just like I tried to give it drugs, dude. So, anyways, corruption. Yeah.